Cherry Pepsi Max is awesome. Anyway, hello, welcome back. It's me, the Moni Coy bloke. So, I've been rubbish recently with getting any of the stuff over that way done. So, I'm finished at work early. It's about 2 o'clock today, Thursday. I'm going to do some jobs. I'm going to do a bit of digging. I'm going to have a bash at the tree stump. Now, somebody last week, I can't remember who it is, I've literally just picked up the GoPro, I forgot to look at their name, but somebody put in the comments, thank you very much, about getting a farmer's jack to pop the tree stump out. I had a quick YouTube, as you do, about what the hell is a farmer's jack, never heard of one before, and how do you do it. Oh my god, if this works, hopefully it will, it's just going to, like, it's going to blow my mind if I can get it to work. Basically, that's a farmer's jack. It's a 3-ton, 4-foot, 3-ton jack with a ridiculously long handle. This thing weighs 13 kilos, I think. Jeez, weighs a ton, 13 kilos. The principle behind it is you just wedge it under part of the stump with that bit here, and then jack it up, pop it out the ground, and then you can cut the roots. So I bought myself a blade, been on it, a couple of tools, so we're going to spend, try and lift this up one-handed, jeez heavy. I'm going to spend this afternoon, like that, it's just ridiculous, I'll put that down there, not a machine, spend this afternoon, look at that, slops, over here, oh my god. Having a go at getting this out because time is rapidly disappearing for me to get this lot sorted. That's next, and then after that I'm tackling that. I think that'll be a bit easier because it's a lot smaller. This is just huge. Not great, but the rain is like probably most of the UK. The other day the rain was absolutely biblical, unbelievable. So the amount of rain we've had sort of cleared off the stump a bit with some of the mud, so there we go. Right, so I need to sort that because I need to then look at all of this as well, all these weeds growing, all this bloody bindweed rubbish. It's just been so crap lately with getting stuff done. I'm going to do some today though. Right, so get me weapons, ka-chow. Get the jack set up, get the spade over there and some other digging implements, and we'll see what we can do. Hopefully it works. Obviously if it doesn't work you might not see this, so I'm just pretty much just talking rubbish to myself. But it should work. The videos I've seen, it's just a matter of trying to get it under something to give it a bit of purchase when you're trying to lift it up. So there we go. So I'll pick you back up when we make a bit of progress. Maybe. Anyway, see you in a bit. Other forms of fizzy drink are available. Pepsi Max, so cherry, awesome. Anyway, so this is how we're doing. I'm going to try and get rid of some of this outside roots first, and then see if I tackle the bigger bit because it'll give me a bit more room to dig under. So I've dug out under this root, wedged the jack in, but basically then, as you can see, lifting it up. Might need 2 hands, it's going to crack. Go. So that's luckily, it's actually, because it's been under mud for so many years, it's quite rotten. few of the roots that I've got out, just managed to snap them off with the spade. That's that done. That'll give me a bit of room then. I can hopefully get under here somewhere and get this thing wedged and see if we can get the main body of it out. So there we go. Literally took me 10 minutes just to dig that bit out and snap that bit off. So hopefully I can get it done. Hopefully I can just do it today, then that bit's done. And I can worry about that bit at the weekend. Which, there we go. Anyway, right, cracking on. Yeah, boy! Hopefully that last bit split the blooming trunk because it's a bit rotten. The bit I just dragged out over there. There's a massive big root on this one, so I don't know whether it's actually lifting it. Look, it's a massive root there. It's not really lifting it that side, so I think it's going to split again. I hope. Anyway, right, put this down for a minute and get two hands on it. But that, good bit of kit. Back to the digging channel again. Right, that thing absolutely amazing. So stumped on. Just dug a bit of a test hole here. So the couple of options I had with relocating the bottom drain, well, not relocating it, but changing the bottom drain, was either putting the drain on the base that I've already got, pouring a new base on top of that, and then have the pipe coming out here, or the other option, which I think is a bit more favourable, but I'll let Lee decide, is to chase a hole for a new drain and a channel, and then come through the wall here anyway, same sort of place, and then just fill in the channel that we've chased out and around the new drain. Ideally that's what we want to do, and because, like I've said before, the pond height is going to increase by 160 mil, one of the double wide concrete blocks on the top, so it'll actually give me a bit more water if that's the option, because obviously if we pour a base I'll lose however deep a base is. What's that? However deep a bottom drain is, 6-8 inches, something like that, because obviously I'll have to pour a base for that drain to be set in. So stupidly what I did when I built the pond, I poured all the old concrete in the gap between the pond wall and the soil. Luckily it's not too thick. As you can see, the pond wall ends here. I don't know, 7-8 inches, something like that, but it is all the way down. It might even chip off. I've been obviously hitting it. It might even come away from the wall, maybe with a SDS drill, something like that. But we'll make that call. I'm not going to mess around with that now, obviously, because it might damage the structure of the pond. Because my, as you can see, dodgy block work, bricking skills, awesomely crap. But anyway, yeah. So that's all I did there, just dig down just to see how thick it is. But it's not too bad, luckily. I think, hopefully, that second option of chasing a channel out for the drain, coming through the wall and then up here and chasing a hole for the bottom drain, a lot better, because I don't want to lose any volume of water. I'm not increasing the size of the pond other than going up 160 more mil, and I don't want to lose any water, so that's the option, which means the drum will be sitting in this area of the filter house. And then I don't even know if I've said this might be a bit of an insight here. So drum there, possibly a bigger drum, I'm not completely decided yet, depends on budget. But the drum that I've got at least there. Shower inside, this is all inside, remember. Shower inside, 2 spigot returns, underwater returns for the shower to the pond, and then a bio chamber, which I'm in the process of getting a couple of quotes at the minute from the usual JBR Plastics, and there's a few other ready-made ones out there. The kind of size I'm looking for. Ideally, I'm probably going to want to run 200 litres of micro cable, maybe 250. Originally, I was planning to use the tank that I got off of Stu, but I might, again, budget stretches, get a proper, not that that's not proper, but an actual made bio unit from one of the usual places where people normally get stuff from. So yeah, good few hours, quite a lot done. Gonna need another skip defo, because I need to level this, and then the task on Sunday will be this lot here, and leveling as much of this out as I can get, probably doing a couple of tip runs for some of this junk, and then I'll get a skip the latter part of next week, and then I should be able to continue this up to here. We'll clear all of that, level all this out, maybe dig it down a little bit further. So I've got one more pain in the arse root system thing, which will be that. As you remember, I can't move. When I moved that with a digger, it lifted this whole wall of the filter pit out, and there's stuff pinned to the wall in there, so I don't want to be messing with that just yet. Obviously now I've got my new favourite tool, my farmer's jack. Hopefully I could just jack it out, but this is all going anyway, so that'll just be one of the last ones to go. So yeah, a productive late afternoon. Happy with that. Thought it was going to be a lot harder than it was. Not that it's particularly easy, but luckily the root, the tree stump thing or whatever was rotten, so it was just sort of snapping off in bits. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to go inside. Mrs. Daly's cooking dinner. Going to have a bath, have some dinner, chill out, ready for work tomorrow, and then on it again. Well, bike ride Saturday, you know, Saturday bike ride day, and then on it Sunday out there. So yeah, not too bad. Obviously the day's looming for when Lee's going to be here, so I want to have as much of it done, this groundworky stuff that's done, so he can just come and do all the skilled bits and bobs and the base pour and start getting the walls up and all that jazz, which I haven't got a clue how to, well, I sort of know what to do, but he'll do it in half the amount of time. Anyway, right, that's me done for today. I am going in right now. Catch you later. So I thought while I'm here with the bowl and the net and some today, I'd have a quick look at this shower. I had a bit of fin rot a couple of weeks back and a couple of sores on its chin underneath, obviously. So we'll let's have a look at this. Okay, well, there's no mouth rot now, it's just these couple of little sores. Way better than it was. So again, all I'm going to do, a little bit of Tamidine on that and then get it back in the pond. So that's good news. Yeah, all gone. Mouth completely clear. So yeah, as you didn't see, it's way better. So that is good. Right, dab a bit of the old trusty Tamidine on it, pop it back. Good afternoon. Right, a busy weekend. About 4 o'clock now, I've done nothing, but I am going to do some digging. As you saw the other day, got the stump out. I need to get a load more of this cleared. Another skip has been ordered. That's going to be here the start of next week, because I'm busy this weekend, so there's no point in having it. So I'm just going to start piling up here like I said the other day. Just so then literally all I need to do is get it in my barrow and then get it out to the skip. I'm not having to actually dig it out the ground and deal with roots and all that kind of rubbish. It's probably causing a double job, but hey, I think in the long run it'll be easier because I'm just literally digging out already dug soil. So that is what I'm doing, living the digging dream. Okay, I'll probably pick you up when I've done half an hour's worth of work and then be moaning I'm knackered and then go in and get something to eat. That's the way we're rolling. Right, I'll see you in a bit, and hopefully it's looking like there's been a bit of soil removed. You never know. Might just be the same. In a bit. I'm not built for this, as we know. I'm not a manual labourer. Pile of mud, roots, millions. Oh my god, every time I put the spade in, shovel, whatever it is called, I'm just getting roots after roots after roots. I think I'm pretty much at the level this end now. That's the kind of where I want to be. So I'm just walking that way. Should probably work the other way, but hey ho, that's what it's at. And yeah, absolute nightmare. But hey, wouldn't have it any other way. That's me done. I'm going in. My boots have broke. There's a metal plate on the bottom of my wellies and it's come out the sole. It's sticking in my foot. So I've had enough. I'm going in. Must be dinner time. Hopefully got something good. Catch you later. Afternoon, we're back. Look at that cloud. The weather today, we've had rain in biblical proportions. It's been absolutely unbelievable, but when it's not been raining, it's been roasting hot. So I've had enough. Got my drill. I'm going to get the covers off. I'm fed up with it. I'm going to take them off. And as a few of you have pointed out, potentially some of the issues could be from the wood that's underneath. Which has got me thinking, I can't remember, I mean, my memory isn't the best in good times, let alone when I'm busy and running around doing this, that and the other, like I've been today. So I don't know whether I've had issues last year, maybe even the year before, over the course of winter because of the wood on the covers. It's got me thinking, and I'm like, could it be the wood? Could it actually be that? Obviously, because the water is a lot warmer than the air, there is probably going to be quite a lot of condensation under in the covers when it is cold of an evening from the pond. So I'm going to take that out of the equation. I'm getting rid of the wood. And next year, when I do my covers, we do what my old mate Gary Parker has done and use some box section guttering. Makes it a lot lighter, and obviously it's just a plastic, so there's no leaching of any kind of stuff into the water, or anything. More spends, but hey, if it helps, it's worth it. And somebody did mention actually the other day, well, a few people did actually, about me K1 chamber, which is at the back of here. I can't get to the top of it because all this is screwed down. I'm using the little table a minute for my junk. But there is a slide valve on the back of that, the K1 chamber, which I can reach underneath when I put my arm round. I did lift that, emptied the K1 chamber out, and then obviously slid the slide valve shut and it filled back up again. The water that came out looked perfectly fine. It didn't look messy, there was no horrible bits of junk in it, it wasn't smelly or anything like that, so I wouldn't have thought any of my issues have come from any kind of settlement within the chamber. And I know a few people, I mean, thanks to everybody trying to help me get into the bottom of the problem, but there's been a few people say as well, maybe the flow through the skimmer line, because the pipe is what, 6 meters long, and it's not open full bore, whether or not there's any kind of settlement of anything within that pipe potentially causing an issue, I don't know. I did purge it a few weeks back anyway, where I turned everything off, didn't I, and just had the skimmer line open into the drum. Hardly anything came through of any kind of note, the odd few bits of pond wall fuzz, leaves, a tiny bit of food maybe, but nothing that you would think would cause the kind of issues that I've had. So, but again, anyway, that's going to be addressed with the rebuild. A ridiculously short pipe run. The skimmer now is going to be located on this wall, and the drum is the other side, so it's literally going to have about 1 metre of pipe, if not less. And the skimmer, I can't wait till that. I can't wait till that skimmer goes, because that's given me so much grief over this last 18 months. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to get the covers off right now. Thank goodness. It's just so depressing looking at it. It's warming up now. The heat has hardly been on. I'm going to start knocking the heat up a little bit as well to try and help the Kitsuri. So it's at 16 at the minute. The air temps for next week, we're going to be moaning it's too hot next week, 20 degrees. It's going to feel like an absolute heat wave from where we've been currently, with especially this week. When it wasn't raining and the sun was out, it was roasting, but then 5 minutes later and it was peeing down, it was cold again. I reckon 10-degree difference between rainy horribleness and sunniness today. Crazy. So covers off, you can see the fish better. Temperature up 1 more degree, so that'll be 17 degrees. Can't go crazy with the temp, obviously, because everyone's going to be coming out. I don't want to get it too warm, because the water that they're going to be in is going to be at ambient temperature, which is probably going to be around what it's at now. So I'll have to be mindful the week before I'm thinking about getting them out to see what temp the pond is at, and then adjust accordingly, ready to get them out into their temping home. Spent an absolute fortune on Saturday, ordered a load of new goodies. When all of that stuff arrives in a couple of weeks, I'll talk you through it. I've been a bit coy with the exact specifics of what's going on with the pond and that, but when stuff starts arriving in a couple of weeks, I don't want to order everything now and have it here. I know I've got a bit of a big garden, I can store stuff, but it's just, I don't want it to get damaged or trashed or anything like that, or covered in bird muck or anything like that. So yeah, spent a fortune on some things, still got to spend a fortune. Just hemorrhaging money at the minute with the koi pond, and I will be very soon with what's going on. Anyway, right, let's get these covers off and we can see everything as it should be. So I'll be back in a minute when it's done. I won't film me taking it off. It's literally, if you've not seen and you're new, 4-inch fence post, and I've just then screwed it down with these clips, which holds these on, and these front two, that one and that one. This one folds back, as you've seen. That one's loose, and that's how they work. Anyway, I'll take them off, and I need to work out where I'm going to put them. I might just for now wedge them behind here. I mean, if I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sheets, they might fit in there. If not, probably somewhere out the way, up there for now. Right, let's crack on, let's get it done. How good does it look? It makes so much difference. Now the water is a little bit murky. I've had my UV off for about 3 weeks. Which actually, considering, not that bad. So good just to see him swimming around now, rather than through a little gap in some polycarb. So I expect the water to, it's probably coming across crystal clear on the screen probably, but a little bit murky, as I say, but that'll clear up I think in the UV went on yesterday. We'll give it another couple of days. Now turn the trickle in up a bit more as well. It'll all come good. So air pumps, as you know, me 70 whatever one it was, bust the other week, kicked it off by mistake, and I've replaced it with this 45. I think it's a 45. It's got a stick on it somewhere, I'm sure. Don't drop it, Andrew. Yeah, there, look. 41 litre a minute. That is way more powerful than that old one. So that was obviously duff for quite a while. I'll plug it back in. Look at that. Crazy. So that, whatever the other one was, it was obviously duff for quite a while, because this is producing way more air than that did. It's going to sound a bit weird, but now I've got the covers off and I can see the fish properly. Apart from the Kiyotsuuri, there's a video coming up tomorrow night for that one. No, tomorrow morning, sorry. Sunday morning, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. God, what am I doing? I'm not even drinking. Sunday, which is tomorrow, 8 AM. It's going to be a special little extra video about the Kiyotsuuri with a guest helper. All the details in the video, so I'm sure you can't wait to watch that. So apart from that, that's absolutely battered. And the little Kahaku with the zigzag pattern, the lightning strike, which is covered in carp pox, and it's on its mouth, which you'll see tomorrow on the extra little snippet video. This one's not looking too bad. A little bit veiny on the Kahaku, but who knows? All part of this water quality issue maybe that I've got. Yes, I'm getting a bit excited about the rebuild now. Yeah, it's all seemed a bit, because the pond was covered up and not really looking at the fish all the time, and I've kept the covers shut because the weather has been absolute junk. But now looking at the fish and seeing them all, getting excited. So I've got about 28th, about 6 weeks to go before I spend an absolute fortune on everything, but we'll have an awesome koi pond. Can't wait. Yeah, definitely getting excited. In fact, just talking to the wife, more cost, because what I'm getting done, I want to replace all of this, get rid of the grass, get rid of the slate, get rid of the decking. We want to move the decking, put over here, just in that corner, to tidy all of that up, get rid of all of that junk. In fact, another snippet, that biochamber's for sale. Watch this space. And yeah, because obviously that filter bay will be going, so I'm going to have a bit of mess there. So I'm going to have to do a bit of a temporary kind of fix to make it look tidy until I can save up a fortune again to get my paving done, because we want all of this area, starting from over here, all of this, all of that, all of this paved. And that ain't going to be cheap. That's probably going to be next year, unless I win the lottery, but then we'll be moving and I will have a pond of dreams. So still a lot to do, even when the pond rebuild's done, but that's the start of it. Start this side, work that way. So yeah, keep your eye out tomorrow, a little extra video. And that's it for this week. I can't even remember what has gone on, probably not a lot. Digging, stump removal, Kiyotsury. I'm not sure if I had that out initially on this video. If I did, you'll see that, but you'll see a more in-depth video just about that fish tomorrow, like I've said about 50 times. So yeah, thanks for watching this week. Thanks for joining me on my pond learning journey. And I'll see you next week. I don't know what is going on next week. I know I've got, this week after, I've got my skip coming, so I'll be talking about digging and getting my levels right over the back here. And might start taking some other bits down and whatever else. But tune in for next week to see what goes on. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you soon. See you later. Bye.